Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me here. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to be using my astrology cards today to see what messages we receive. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, if you would like a personal session, please feel free to check out the description box for my information, okay? Okay. Sagittarius. The energy surrounding them. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Black Moon Lilith. The Black Moon Lilith is interesting, okay? Her archetype is controversial, I should say the least. But this is represented by that energy of mystery. And when this card comes up, this is just basically giving you a warning that whatever you manifest out of anger, bitterness, or revenge may not be good. Okay, so if you are somebody who is harboring onto any sort of anger or any sort of bitterness for somebody who may have did you wrong, and don't get upset with me saying bitterness. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you're bitter about the way somebody may have done you. What is wrong is denying that you're bitter about something and then still being bitter. But so this is making sure you're not manifesting things out of that energy. Now, this represents soul expansion and also you like experiencing a level of loneliness in a sense. Like this is a dark goddess. She's like Lilith is like the energy of like mystery and transformation. Like she would be like that Pluto dark transformational energy. Yeah, Lilith was like a succubus or some shit like that. Excuse my language. But this is this is arousal. So some of you guys may find yourself like more sexually aroused during this time frame, horny. Oh my god. This reading is like starting off interesting. Okay, so you may find yourself more aroused, okay? That's more of an appropriate word, okay? This is the energy of like sex or tantric sex, or seduction. This could also be the energy of an affair coming up. So if you had suspicions of your person possibly having an affair, you may like finally get the facts to back that. This is also bitchiness, so you guys could find yourself having moments where you are a little bit more anxious and you may be a little bit more on edge in terms of not really wanting to deal with people. There also may be some complicated circumstances that may come up around like a third party situation or like the person you may have children with. You guys also may notice that somebody's like stalking you during this time frame. And when I say stalking, not like literally stalking you, like coming to your house or anything, but this may be stalking in a sense where they're keeping tabs on you. And every time you like block them, they call you and be like, why'd you block me? But they may not be necessarily talking to you, which makes it even weirder. You guys also may have moments of feeling like you've been replaced. You may have found out that like an ex moved on with someone else. You may be feeling like you may have been replaced in that connection. And that's, again, for some people, only take what does apply and let the rest fly. Yeah, some of you guys also may want to seek revenge on somebody who may have like cheated on you or like made you believe that something was going to be something more. You could be like really, really upset about that. Okay. But moving on from that energy, that was like interesting. We also have the air element, and this is about communicating. And when we're talking about the air signs, we're talking about Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. And with the air elements, this rules intelligence, this rules technology, of course, communication, also connections with other people, how we connect to other people. What else? Dang, there was something else I wanted to say. This rules. Dang, there was another thing I wanted to say. I guess it just get me. But yes, with the air card coming up, this is you guys needing to work on, for one, how you communicate with other people and understanding that every person cannot take the same type of communication. Just like how in different settings, we have to communicate differently. Like you wouldn't communicate how you communicate with your friends at a work environment. So with that, with you knowing that, this is also understanding that you can't communicate with every single person the same way. Some people can handle more blunt conversations. Other people can not handle blunt conversations and cannot handle the truth and can't handle this and can't handle that. So once you understand that, then you're able to foster better relationships based off of you understanding that every person is not the same. Everybody isn't good communicators. Every person doesn't like to communicate their feelings. Okay? Especially when it comes to your love life, this is going to help you. This is also making sure that you're putting words behind your thoughts. Okay, this is making sure with any ideas that you may have that you're actually putting a solid plan behind it. This also may be like a sign of you guys like possibly traveling in the future, like through airplane or something, or having to go to the airport. You also may be finding out like some interesting information via a conversation with someone. This could be like gossip. And you have a friend who like lets you in on some interesting information here. But nonetheless, okay, let's look at the energy for the water element. So with the water element, this is the energy of sensing. And of course, sensing is that energy of intuition, feelings, which you're picking up on, intuitive nudges. This is like being connected to the spiritual realm in a way where you're sensing things, like you can pick up things. What else? I'm trying to think. This is also being like led by your feelings, or like getting a nudge and not really knowing it to be true per se, because you don't have any physical facts back behind it, but your intuition is letting you know that it is what it is. This is also letting go of being so like uptight and just going with the flow overall. This is also being extremely sensitive, or like feeling shy or out of place in some cases, like when you go out. This is also an emphasis on you guys being more extroverted instead of introverted, because some of you guys are too much to yourself and you're not going to meet people that way. There's the energy of experiencing loneliness. Some of you guys may have somebody avoiding you during this time frame, or you may be more of like avoiding other people. This is also an emphasis on you guys possibly needing to get more acquainted with like water, like bodies of water. This is like lakes and stuff like that. This is going to help you really connect with nature. Now let's talk about the other element, because we have literally air, water, and fire. So with the fire element, of course, this is the element of beginnings, passion, arousal, inspiration, honesty, also a level of bluntness. This is represented by, or the zodiac signs representing this energy would be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Like yourself, you're a Sagittarius. Now, with this card showing up, this is you needing to put everything out on the table. Like, this is being extremely blunt about how you feel about certain things with certain people. And this is also tapping into a source of motivation to keep yourself pushing. Also, there may be a need for you to watch out for like certain people who can have like this type of like bulldozing type of energy where they are like hard to deal with, or even getting into this energy of like trying to speak from a place of truth and concern, but then it comes off as like pushy. This is also making sure that your ego is not going out of control at any point, and that you keep yourself in check, okay? But beyond that, this is about also you stepping into like this competitive energy so you can actually compete and put yourself out there, especially when it comes to like a career that you want to get into where it is competitive. This is you putting on your confidence to keep pushing yourself forward. Also, if you are experiencing any sort of blockages, there may be a need for you to try like possibly a candle spell. This may help in some sort of way. But looking at the last card, we do have the 11th house. And this is the energy of friends. So this is you needing to possibly build better friendships or networks so that you can actually make friends if you are somebody who doesn't really have friends. If you do have friends, this is also looking at your friendships and making sure that they're beneficial and not detrimental. And possibly like networking as much as possible when it comes to like people who work in the field that you may want to work in. So if that's real estate, possibly hanging out where, you know, you can meet other real estate agents or people who work in real estate. Now, looking further into this, we do have listen to your intuition. So this is just a direct message from your spirit guides. There's going to be intuitive nudges that you guys are going to be receiving. I think that's why the water element came out. With these intuitive messages, you need to listen to your intuition because it will not steer you wrong, especially when it comes to getting the answers that you need. I always tell you guys, the answers that you need are always within you. It's just sometimes, like with tarot and astrology and all those other things, it's just like an outside confirmation. Even when our ancestors send us, or our spirit guides send us confirmations through like symbolism and synchronicities, that's just an outward confirmation in regards to what we feel. And then we have compromise. So this is speaking to you guys needing to have a level of understanding that compromising is what keeps you complacent. Compromising is what keeps you complacent. And when it comes to your relationships, there has to be a fair balance. You guys both have to compromise in a sense in the relationship, in a sense where it's like you're, you know, doing what you can do to make your person feel comfortable and they're doing the same. But I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, thumbs this video up and subscribe. Check out the description if you want a personal, and I will see you in the next one.